Tonight, the search continues in Troy for 14-year-old Ellie Carter. It is now day 3, and today, Dayton 24/7 Now's Lydia Bice caught up with Troy police to see if there's been any updates in the last 24 hours. So, Lydia, what did police tell you?
Elise, Captain Dominic Burnside with the Troy Police Department said that today's search was a little less extensive than yesterday because yesterday was a coordinated effort with other different jurisdictions and search and rescue teams. However, local law enforcement and the Ohio Department of Natural Resources were out here all morning long into the afternoon searching the Great Miami River for any other clues that could lead them to Ellie.
After today, we're going to review everything that we have. If there's no updates today, we're going to have something similar tomorrow, boat searches, visual searches, the assistance of K9.
So, Lydia, at this time, is this the area where Ellie's backpack was found traditionally unsafe?
So I spoke with several people on these walking paths today who didn't want to go on camera, but they told me that they walk here all the time and might see something strange every once in a while, but they never thought that something like this would happen here. And you may remember that a 911 call was made last Wednesday night, the night that Ellie was last seen, with the caller saying that they heard a girl screaming here in this area. Now that's why police have been so diligently searching this whole stretch of the Great Miami River, but Captain Burnside told me that they can't officially connect those two together right now. Back to you.
Lydia, thank you. New information tonight after a 14-year-old at Marymount High School was charged with allegedly plotting to shoot other students and staff. Prosecutors
right now in Dayton, and we'll continue to stay very mild overnight with these clouds around. That's going to help keep temperatures up with lows dropping into the lower 50s, upper 40s as you wake up early tomorrow morning. But we are going to be tracking some colder air eventually sliding its way in. I'll let you know when coming up.
We now know tonight there will be no criminal charges filed against President Joe Biden in his handling of classified documents. The Justice Department making that announcement just hours ago. They say he willfully detained and disclosed highly classified materials when he was a private citizen, but will not face charges. Special counsel Robert Hur's year-long investigation was launched after material from Biden's time as vice president were found at his Delaware home and in his private office in D.C. And tonight we are waiting on a decision from the U.S. Supreme Court on whether or not individual states can pull former President Donald Trump from their election ballots due to his actions on January 6th. Colorado already did so, citing he violated the 14th Amendment's insurrection clause. National correspondent Kayla Gaskins explains.
Mr. Chief Justice, and may it please the court.
A decision made by the 9 justices of the U.S. Supreme Court could significantly shape the 2024 presidential election. On Thursday, both sides coming under heavy questioning from the justices, most of them, even the liberal justices on the court, expressing skepticism over Colorado's ruling to remove Trump from the state's Republican primary ballot.
Like, what's a state doing deciding who other citizens get to vote for president?
The justices asked all the hard questions and raised all the good arguments. The lawyers were utterly irrelevant in this case.
Trump briefly weighing in after the arguments.
Well, I'm a believer in our country, and I'm a believer in the Supreme Court. I listened today, and I thought our arguments were very, very strong.
A big questions attorneys want answered. Was January 6th an insurrection? And does the former president bear responsibility for it?
Bidding is now underway for sites who want to host NCAA men's basketball tournament games in 2027 and in 2028. So 4 Ohio lawmakers putting out this statement today in favor of the University of Dayton Arena being included among the sites for those years. UD Arena currently lined up as the host for the first 4 of the tournament through 2026. The lawmakers, though, pitching that in 27 or 28, Dayton could actually host both the first 4 and then the first and second rounds. UD Arena has done that 4 times before, most recently back in 2013. Coming up tonight at 10, the economic impact that could have on the Dayton area. Well, today is the 4th annual Epic Pet Give-a-thon at the Humane Society of Greater Dayton, and it is all about helping these pets find their forever homes. My co-anchor Adam Arrow has been out at the Humane Society all afternoon picking out his new pet. Haha, hint, hint. Adam, oh my goodness. Are you bringing that one home? Please tell us you're bringing that one home.
Oh, my girls would love it if I could bring this one home. This is Zora. She's about, how old, Ashley? About 2 months?
2 months.
2 months old. Not quite ready for adoption yet, but she is a sweetheart. As you can clearly tell, look at those big eyes. Just one of the many animals that are ready for adoption here at the Humane Society of Greater Dayton. This has been a fun day today, Ashley. A lot going on.
Lots of fun. And we're just so appreciative of everyone giving at home to help animals just like Zora.
Well, and we have an exciting time this hour. We got a power hour, as they call it, right?
Yes, yes. Thanks to an anonymous donor, we will have all donations match this hour up to $5,000.
That's a big deal. I mean, you have so many generous donors that reach out for the Humane Society over the last, and the Humane Society's been around since 1902, and there's been so many great donors just like that one and so many others that have helped really keep you guys going.
Yeah, we need their support. Absolutely. We can't do it without them. So we have so many animals just like Zora that need our help. We got her from another shelter. She's here with us now. She'll be spayed soon and ready to go for adoption for her forever home.
You know, and we talk about just all the great programs and all the great opportunities here at the Humane Society of Greater Dayton. Could you quickly just describe some of the ways that money will be used if people out there decide to donate?
Sure. Our fostering program, which helps little tiny babies just like Zora.
Right.
So the money will help towards that program. Our cruelty and neglect program, obviously,
Yes.
They have resources that they need. We're standing in our new hospital, veterinary hospital entrance. So obviously, helping to provide low-cost spaying and neutering services and other medical services for animals in need. So lots of things that money helps.
Well, and we've been doing this. We've been doing the Epic Pet Give-a-thon all day today, and it's really easy to donate. I know we're going to show a QR code and graphic here soon. There's ways you can text message, you can give a phone call. Just scan the QR code on your screen right now, and you can donate. And as Ashley just mentioned, every single dollar makes such a big difference when it comes to these animals and all the great volunteers that you have here.
Absolutely. Yep. And they can give at hsdayton.org/epic. Again, we're just so appreciative. The more money we raise, the more animals' lives we can help save.
And these animals are some of the happiest animals you will find around the Dayton area. Let me tell you, we've been going around looking at all of them today. This is just a taste of all the animals that are here, ready for adoption. Well, she is not quite ready, but she will be soon. So we're going to be showing some more animals throughout the hour here on ABC 22 and over on Fox 45 at 6:30. In the meantime, we will send it back to you guys in the studio.
I now have 50 minutes to convince Adam to take that baby home. All right, so marijuana is now legal in the state of Ohio. What happens now to canine officers trained to detect the drug? That's next.
Plus, I'm tracking spring-like weather. How much longer this will last, that's coming up. You're watching Dayton 24/7 now.
Weather Window, presented by the National Weather Desk.
That's the sound of avalanche control in the Wasatch Mountains near Park City, Utah. The Sierra Nevada mountains are also covered by plenty of snow, but Lake Tahoe looks a little too rough for boating. There's so much rime ice in Green Bay, it looks like it snowed. And very specific weather conditions are needed to get the hoarfrost that formed on this American flag.
For more content like this, follow the National Weather Desk on Instagram.
There's this saying, you can't teach an old dog new tricks. Well, the same goes for police canines that for years were trained to sniff out marijuana and get it off our streets. But now weed here in Ohio is legal. So does that mean those dogs are going to be out of a job? Kate Seifert is finding out that answer.
The Ohio State Highway Patrol hasn't been imprinting marijuana on its canines since 2018. That's when the Farm Bill removed the word hemp from its definition of marijuana in the Controlled Substances Act.
So what about county canines?
Yes. Ah, good boy. If they're imprinted with marijuana, then they're probably going to be phased out.
Over the last 5 years, the Franklin County Sheriff's Office has been transitioning its dogs away from sniffing out marijuana. Canine Indy is one of the newly trained.
When he finds his reward, or when he finds the narcotics, he gets a reward.
He's sniffing out heroin in this drill.
Search, search. Yes! Attaboy, good boys.
Sergeant Ray Diebold says the changes for these county canines came long before Ohio's November vote to legalize recreational weed.
You can watch what's going on across the country and see it moving down the pipeline.
But that doesn't mean dogs that imprint on marijuana are useless for the rest of their careers.
Once the dog learns it, that's what he knows. But just because the dog hits marijuana doesn't mean he didn't hit something else.
And that's part of the reason why these departments say canines are here to stay.
Well, back here at home, things not too shabby out there. Actually, it was really kind of nice. I was hoping to get a walk outside. Didn't happen, but maybe tomorrow.
Yep, maybe a little later this evening. It is getting dark though, I guess.
I know.
But it's still really nice, and a couple of raindrops possible as we head through this evening too. Notice just back off to our west in Indiana, getting a few showers there, but nothing too significant. Again, just a couple of raindrops moving through over these next couple of hours as we start to see this make its way eastward. Now, we do have southerly winds continuing for us, mild weather. Notice severe weather taking place through parts of Illinois up into Wisconsin right now, too. Eventually, we will see a better chance for rain heading in by late into the day tomorrow, but until then, it's actually going to be nice. There's a look at those showers making their way in by later this evening. Those quickly move out. We'll wake up to clouds. Notice how warm we'll be tomorrow morning, right around 50 degrees. And then tomorrow afternoon, lower 60s yet again, some sunshine, especially for the second half of the day. Beautiful afternoon, but more rain is on the way. Friday night, early Saturday morning, plan on some scattered showers. Those will be making their way out with another nice Saturday afternoon, too.
Right now, the 4th annual Epic Pet Give-a-thon is underway. We're going to head back out to my co-anchor, Adam Arrow, now with the Humane Society, which is known for helping families find that missing furry puzzle piece that they need. So, Adam, I see you still have that baby. Does that mean you're taking her home?
Well, it's tough to get a kitten off your shirt once they get on it because they are very attached. They get very attached. You know, a lot of these animals actually get so attached and they make such great forever homes. And sometimes we might get lost and think it's only cats and dogs that are helped here, but that's not the case.
No, we help all kinds of animals, dogs, cats, rabbits, birds, reptiles, pigs, even horses.
Even horses. And recently we shared a success story of Cyrus the horse that was done by Alex King. Take a look.
There's no doubt Virginia and Stockheffer care deeply for their animals.
It breaks your heart because horses are so sweet and so gentle.
So when they lost their horse, Paul, back in December, they were inconsolable. Their other horse, Capone, left feeling alone and in need of a buddy. Then in May, Cyrus came into their lives.
And we saw Cyrus and we picked him up that day, brought him home, and Capone and Cyrus just hit it off. You know, they just were running around and tails in their hair, which you know, just the compassion that horses show to one another. And they've been buddies ever since.
Virginia says it was fate.
It was crazy because he looks just like the horse that passed. It's crazy. I mean, our vet showed up and he was like, what, did he come back?
Deja vu.
Both horses with a heartbreaking past, now dealing with abuse trauma, surrounded by nothing but love. Cyrus slowly healing each and every day.
He's a little stinker. He has a lot of personality. He's come a long way from being really afraid, and he still really doesn't want you touching his face or his ears or anything. But I think Capone has done a great job with him.
Virginia and Stock say they're grateful for all of those involved in bringing their family together, including the Dayton Humane Society.
Whatever your preference of animal is, they're all the same and they all need help.
I'm Alex King, Dayton 24/7 Now.
We want to show you how you can give tonight if you feel inspired to. So you can see right now we got a full screen up. It should have the QR code on your screen. If you take out your phone, scan that QR code, you can donate. Any dollar helps. We are doing a $5,000 power hour right now, so we look forward to hopefully seeing the donations. Back to you.
Community leaders across the Miami Valley are joining together to combat hunger in the area. The Super Bowl of Caring is helping to help. Our partners are going to be accepting food and monetary donations throughout the area. They're going to be distributed to 3 local organizations, the Food Bank for Love of Children, or Flock, and House of Bread. You can also contribute by taking out your phone, scanning that QR code. The donation drive ends February 12th.
Well, enjoy this mild weather over these next several days because colder air arrives for the start of next week and eventually a chance for some wintry precipitation too. Here's a look at Monday evening. Cloudier skies, rain approaches, but as colder air slides in and as temperatures fall mainly overnight, Monday night into Tuesday, we could see a transition to snowfall. So that's our next weather maker that we'll be tracking. As of right now, it doesn't look like anything too significant, but we'll certainly be keeping our eye out on it with temperatures over these next several days that will continue to be on the mild side before reality returns for next week. You're watching Dayton 24/7 Now.
the Dayton 24/7 Now News app, brought to you by the Jeff Schmidt Auto Group.
A beautiful day today. We can expect another one tomorrow, which will be nice.
Another nice one, lower 60s, even more sunshine by the second half of the day, and then reality returns next week.
And don't forget about our Epic Pet Give-a-thon going on right now. The crawls at the